Hello everybody, welcome back to another episode of My Team Career Mode, episode number 17 I believe. Not gonna lie, I've kind of lost track of it, so I don't know, I could be very wrong, because we have had a few double episodes. Anyway, that's besides the point. Welcome everybody to another episode of My Team, and this time it is the Brazilian Grand Prix. Who doesn't love, the Brazilian Grand Prix? We are somehow still holding on to that top 10 in the standings, which is incredible. So, you know, it don't matter. We're doing really well, and we're going to keep that up. We're going to do everything we can in this race. We're going to try our best to get another points finish. We haven't had too much luck in the last few races, but it's fine. Mexico was good, but before that wasn't so good. So, we're gonna forget that ever happened. That never happened, okay? That never happened, and let's do this. Okay? We're gonna do this. We got this. We're gonna dominate. We're gonna do this, okay? We got this. Okay. Anyway, on to our final quali lap, and the unfortunate part of this was this is Q1, and quali really did not go well in the slightest. That's all I'm saying, okay? Yeah, it could have gone a lot better, but it didn't go anywhere. Like, we improved on our lap by, like, literally nothing. We lost a lot of time coming out of the final corner, and it was a sloppy lap, and we stayed in P16. So we were out in Q1, and that was the end of it, unfortunately. It is, however, slightly wet into the end of the race, so that should make things interesting and possibly could help us. You never know. But, yeah, we're going to try our best, and let's get straight into the action. Let's go.
Welcome along, then, to the place where heroes and history are made. It's where the 2008 title was decided in the final corner. And it's the place, a year later, that Jenson Button stormed through from 14th on the grid to claim his one and only Drivers' Championship. It's Interlagos, and it's time for the Brazilian Grand Prix. We're racing today then at Interlagos, a historic 2.7-mile circuit, and one of the few anti-clockwise tracks on the calendar. 15 corners in total, 9 to the left and 6 to the right, with a technical middle section opening up to a flat-out Sector 3. That gives us our best passing opportunity down into Turn 1. It's time to take a look at our starting grid for today's race. An immense lap from Lewis Hamilton yesterday puts him on pole position, edging out Sergio Perez, who lines up P2. Moving on to the rest of the grid, we have Ricciardo, Bottas. They'll be starting further back after an earlier grid penalty. Charles Leclerc and Stroll. Norris, Tsunoda, Giovinazzi and Fernando Alonso. Verstappen, they've taken a grid penalty. Russell, Mr. Monaco, and Sainz. Gasly, they'll be starting further back after an earlier grid penalty. Schwartzman, Sebastian Vettel, and Esteban Ocon. Mick Schumacher, Latifi, Raikkonen, and Nikita MAZEPIN. And now it's time to head down to the track.
And here we are. Here we are, ready for this race, and could not be ready. We're just could not be any more ready. So yeah, we're gonna give it our all. We're gonna see how this thing goes. We're actually starting further up as there was quite a lot of drivers that decided to take the grid penalties this race. But anyway, that doesn't matter. We're starting from P13. 5 red lights, and our lights out, and away we go. As it's not a good start at all. Really not good. But we're going to shoot over to the inside and see if we can make up a few positions. Here we go. Down the inside of Nicholas Latifi there, as well as Giovinazzi. Or sorry, not Latifi, Russell. as Verstappen's made up a few positions there, as you can see. But we managed to get into P10 there already, making up 3 places at the start. As see, that's a really good start. We actually make a little bit of contact with Giovinazzi. He almost loses it, but we do manage to defend the position and keep that P10 for the time being. So it is a good start. It's an ideal one, especially making 3 positions up in 1 corner. As we actually go around the outside of Norris here, he got a little bit of a slow exit, and we're alongside, but he's got the better exit. But we shoot down back down the inside here, and we take P9. So we've made up 4 positions now within 2 sectors. And Jesus, that's an amazing start. That is incredible. Now, the bad part is the straight line speed does not exist. So I don't think we can get Alonso unless he's running higher downforce or anything like that. We don't have any ERS, so we are not going to be able to go for down into turn 1 unless he brakes really early, which I doubt. And obviously, yeah, as you could tell, even after I said, which I doubt, he's there. But anyways, we're coming through turn 3 now. We didn't get a good run through turn 2, and here comes Lando Norris alongside us. He's going to go down the inside, but we're going to brake extremely late just to confirm, to tell him, no, this is our position. We want to hold on to this. Anyway, we skipped ahead to lap 4 as we are still sitting in P9 behind Fernando Alonso and Lance Stroll, and with Norris and Giovinazzi behind us as we almost lose the back end coming up there to turn 5. And that is not good, as Norris got alongside, as we get alongside Norris again like we did on lap 1, but this time we're the ones that get ahead, and we just managed to hold on to the position there. But that was really, really not ideal. I also meant turn 6, not turn 5. Good God. Anyway, yeah, that was a close one. But Norris will have DRS. We have just managed to scrape DRS off Alonso, but it doesn't matter because that McLaren has a lot more straight line speed, as guessed, more than we do. As we try to go down around the inside, sorry, and we've completely gone off the track. Completely gone off the track there, and we've gotten a warning as we were very close to the wall there, rejoining the track. We were inches away from making contact, could have got damage. But that is really, really bad. I don't know, I just broke really, really late, and that is a complete rookie mistake. As there was a bump there on the side of the track which just upset the car. So we've lost now another 2 positions, along with Norris passing us with DRS. And Verstappen, obviously being in a Red Bull, was easily going to disappear with Giovinazzi. So now we're under threat from Carlos Sainz behind here on lap 5 as we go on to lap 6 now. Sainz has easily flown past us. But if we really want to defend, we are definitely close enough. If we get a good run out of turn 2 and 3, which we have, we're within 2.5 tenths, or sorry, yeah, 2.5 tenths of Sainz, as we do get alongside. We're around the outside of turn 3 we go. We make a little bit of contact, we've gotten a little bit off the track, but it is a-okay. But we're still side by side with Carlos Sainz. He is inching ahead, we made a little bit of contact as I tried to force him a little bit too wide, but he has to back out of that corner completely, and we stay in P12 for the time being. As obviously we wanted to try stay as high up in this race as we possibly can, and that would include ahead of anybody on the track no matter what. Anyway, we skipped ahead to lap 13 as there was nothing else that happened, which will be our pit stop. So shooting into the pits we go now, as Jesus, that was pretty much perfect into the pits there, I'm not gonna lie. So yeah, so we're now on to lap 14. Obviously our pit box is all the way at the end, so we're going to go on to a set of medium tires. Now normally I would have went for the hards, but like I said earlier, there is that potential rain to come. So with that rain, you know, we've actually gone a bit wide there over the white line. Normally that'll be a penalty, but the F1 game doesn't do that for some reason. Anyway, so we come out just behind Carlos Sainz, which is a bit annoying in P18, but we could possibly fight back here. Now we're too far back to go from this corner, but if we do manage to stay with him, which we probably won't as he's in a much faster car on faster tires, but we can actually get a run at him here. We don't get alongside enough to be able to go side by side in the corner and challenge him, so that's unfortunate for us. But yeah, they've all chosen the softs, which is interesting, which I don't know why, really. But yeah, I guess that's their choice. But Mazepin is really slow for Sainz, so that's allowing us to stay close. We were thinking about going for a move, but we probably should have, which we actually would have been able to go for a move. But now Sainz is going to get DRS as well, which is not good for us if we were trying to pass him on this straight, as Mazepin is into the pits. But we actually appear to be faster in the straight line at the moment than Sainz. We get alongside into turn 1 as he defends on the inside. As someone's coming out of the pits, I believe it's George Russell, but nothing could get ahead of it. So here we go. Carlos Sainz is coming back at us a lap later. I'll just skip that lap as we couldn't get ahead. We did get ahead in a different corner, but it didn't really matter too much in terms of putting in the video. Anyway, Sainz has got back past us, but we're within 2.5 tenths. We're using every bit of our ERS to take back this P13. He does not defend the inside line in times. We make a bit of contact as we've completely gone off the track there as well. And we have managed to get ahead of Sainz, but oh no, they're just... We could have taken the apex a little bit slower, as, you know, we didn't know whether to, how to take it. But anyway, it don't matter, we're easily passed. Anyway, next up is Giovinazzi in P11 on the hard tires, so this shouldn't be too difficult as we are, development terms, we're not too far off the Alpha. But anyway, we skip ahead, and now it's starting to rain, obviously, in that back clip, so I decided it was raining too much and the tires were starting to go, so we're going to shoot into the pits and put on a set of brand new intermediate tires. I wasn't inside the points, so I had nothing to lose, so I thought maybe an early pit stop might do the trick. So here we are into the pits, and we also had to fix the front wing, which is a bit annoying, but at least we definitely know we'll have a good front wing coming out of the pits. And out we come, just about ahead of Pierre Ocon, I think. Gasly's a little bit further back. So the inters, so we're on the inters. Anyway, we skip ahead to lap 24, and the rain has not came down even more. It still is raining, but it's just not ready for inter conditions. So now the tires will wear and overheat, which they are indeed. And the rain just isn't there. Maybe we should have pit maybe 1 or 2 laps later, because it's not looking great at the moment. But here we go. Oh, we've lost the back end. We're gone on that curb. The curb has sent us into a half spin, and that is unfortunate because we've lost another position from that. And we've almost... Oh, we made contact with McLaren. We've made contact with the McLaren. We got side pod damage. The McLaren's got damage. We've made contact with the Ferrari, but I think it wasn't much, and oh no, it's disaster. I don't think we rejoined track 2 dangerous. I thought he would have been able to avoid, but it doesn't really look like that. But our race was ruined. We were in last position on the intermediates with side pod damage. So that was it. That was the end of the race, unfortunately for us, as there was no point in continuing the car. Just save the engine. So unfortunately, save the engine then for the next race, which is Australia. Obviously, since this is still the first season, it doesn't have any like of the other tracks. So, but next season we will have the full calendar with Portugal, Imola, and Saudi Arabia included. So that should be interesting. Yeah, we'll go for that anyway. So yeah, this is unfortunate that all of this had to happen. And it did kind of suck for us, but yeah, oh well.
Consistently over a stint, over a race distance. So being able to keep up the lap times while still being smooth on the controls and gentle on the tyres, that's really where the race was won today.
So after a magnificent race, we can now see the drivers making their way to the podium. Once again, it's the Silver Arrows who take top spot, a well-earned victory for Mercedes.
Anyway, well, there you have it, folks. It is, as I said, a very, very, very unfortunate day in the office back. And, yeah, it didn't go well whatsoever. I did really have good hopes for this race, but those hopes were quickly lost.
For Lewis Hamilton, who moves further ahead at the top of the
So
table.
yeah, we
Let's
unfortunately
focus
have
on
to
the
forget
driver of
about
the day.
points or
Anthony
even
Davidson. Who do you pick?
finishing
Sebastian Vettel
somewhat
would
half
definitely be my
decently.
first choice. He showed up a lot
But
of the drivers out on the track
it,
today and didn't show any signs
I
of
can't
slowing
say it
down.
couldn't have
It's
gone
another
worse,
clear
because
win
that
for
is the worst
Mercedes
it got
as
to,
they managed
retiring
secure
and
the
have to finish
Constructors'
last.
title. An incredible performance for the whole
As
team.
for the rest of the
It's been an
season, I'm going to be
absolutely
doing my
wild weekend of
best to
Formula One
hold on
action.
to that
I can't
P10 in
wait
the
to see what's
championship.
next.
So, yeah, we got, I think, 3 more races to go. I definitely believe we can do it, and yeah, I think we can. So stay tuned for the next episode after this, which, like I said, will be Australia, which I'm not too particularly fond of. But anyway, it doesn't matter. Thank you guys so much for watching. Hit subscribe, like the video, and I'll see you guys in the next episode, and hope you enjoyed this. Alright, in a bit, guys. See you later.